What's happening, guys? Okay, it's Wednesday morning, I think, 7 o'clock, just leaving, where are we leaving? Overland Corner. Yeah, I need to get to Loxton by the weekend, so I'm not too sure. I'm thinking I might get to Marook. It says there's petrol and stuff there. I have got enough to get through to Loxton if I need to, but I wouldn't mind topping up at Marook. It might save me a walk up the hill at Loxton, so we'll see how we go, but probably going to be Marook now. I did want to really stop at Cobdogla and go into the little lake there, or the backwaters and the Moorook, but I might have to save that for another time, maybe on the way back. But we're off anyway. It's a beautiful day and we're heading towards Lock 3. Should be there in about an hour and 15, hour and 20. And so we'll get there just after 8. I'll give them a call at about 8 o'clock, let them know I'm coming, and away we go. And I better turn the camera around and show you what I'm looking at this beautiful morning. I've been held up at Overland Corner for about 4 days, 5 days, 4 days, because of the wind, but the next couple of days are going to be pretty good. Friday's a bit windy, and then I think the weekend's pretty good, so let's get moving and I'll show you what I'm looking at. So that's the start of Banrock Creek. And we've just got the gates opening on Lock 3. And here we have Kingston on Murray. Looks a great little river town. We've got the Kingston on Murray Bridge up ahead. So here we are, Marook. I was going to go into Cobdogla, whatever it's called, but I missed the turn. On my map it said it was after the pumping station, and I know it must be a new setup. But yeah, I really want to go into that little lagoon and pull up for the night, but once I was about 200 metres past, I thought, no, that's it, I'll do it on the way back. So wasn't all plain sailing today. Got through the lock, and then I just noticed the motor starting to die a bit, and I hate it when it does that, and I'm only about 400 or 500 metres up from the lock. I didn't want it conking out, so I give it some throttle and zoomed off, and the motor was alright when it was revving. Slowed it down a bit. Thought it must have just fouled the plugs up a bit, because when I got to the lock, I'm down the bottom, he gives me the ropes, and what I do is I tie up at the front, and then I hold at the back. And the lockmaster said, "Oh, I've got to go to the toilet, I'm dying, are you in a hurry?" And I said, "No, she'll be right." So he went, and so I'm left there, and I've still got the motor running, I'm holding the rope at the back, and he was gone for about, I don't know, 15-20 minutes. So I don't know whether that caused the plugs to foul up a bit, but in the end it wasn't fouled plugs, it was that same little carby problem with the needle and seat. So I didn't run out of fuel or anything, but as I slowed down to pull into Marook, it just died, and I pulled in. So I quickly put the other carby on, pulled the bowl off the carby, give that needle and seat a clean first before I put the second carby on, put her on, and she's purring like a pussycat again. So yeah, just maybe with that idling for a long time, it stirred up a little bit of dirt in the bowl and got it stuck in the needle and seat. So but at least I know what the problem is when it happens now. So here at Marook, and yeah, beautiful. So this, if you haven't been to Marook before, this part I'm in isn't actually the River Murray, it's a little channel which shoots off, and the Murray is back out that way, and turn right. So a quick look at Marook. Got a few caravans parked down there. Did read on the sign, I think it's $12 a night in that section. So obviously you must get a bit of power as well. Nice spot. Nice boat ramp. And that's the River Murray going straight ahead there, and that's heading upstream. And to the right, that's just a little inlet. I think it comes to a dead end down there, and that's where the houseboats moor up. Got the beautiful Brew Arena. I don't know how you pronounce that. Brew Arena, that'll do. Parked about, or moored about 150 metres upstream from me at Marook. Looks a beautiful old boat. Good morning, and we're off again. Just left Marook. It's about 10 to 7 and the sun's up. Looks like it's going to be a pretty good day. There's a bit of mist on the river, so we'll see how it goes. Heading towards Loxton, obviously. Trying to get to a little creek before Loxton and maybe stay there the night. I don't want to get to Loxton too early and outstay my welcome. I'm meeting a mate there Friday night, and then probably watch the footy grand final Saturday night at the pub. So I think it's Katarapko Creek, and I think that's also a reserve there, so I'm hoping I find somewhere near the creek, so I might even go for a bit of a paddle in the kayak and check it out. So we're on our way, and we'll turn the camera around and show you what I'm looking at. So nice glassy morning, a little bit of mist on the river, the sun's coming up over there to the left, and an absolutely gorgeous morning. That's my pet Bulgarian swallows. Just about to get to Nines Island, it says in the book. Must be a bit shallow out to the right. We got to head to the left. This is probably the narrowest part of the river I've been to so far. It's just an island there to the right. So we're about 4 kilometres before Loxton. That's Katarapko, I think, Katarapko Creek, or Kataranka, not too sure. And that actually comes out back up on the Murray about 30 kilometres upstream. But I was going to try and get a park here, but I'm not too sure where to go. So we're going to keep going up around this corner, try and find a campsite just before Loxton. So pulled up for the night. I think I'm about 4, 5, 6 kilometres before Loxton, Katarapko Island, where you've got Katarapko Creek, which we passed earlier on, and got a lovely little spot in here. Bit of firewood. It is a park, so I don't know, I think you're allowed to have a fire. There's a few spots where people have before, but I did scare the shit out of myself. I know it's snake season. Glad I had my boots on, and yeah, I was just sort of walking through some barky stuff, and I heard this bloody noise, and about a foot from me to my right, and I did a side shuffle, and yeah, I must look like a right idiot, but I'm wearing loose tracksuit pants. I mean, it caught onto me tracksuit pants. I came the long way. It was only about 60 metres down. I ended up going about 150 getting back. I hate bloody snakes. So be careful out there, and I'm going to be extra careful now. So, but yeah, you know, head to Loxton in the morning. Good morning, everyone. Well, we're off again. It's probably about 6:45 in the morning, 6:30, something like that. I haven't checked yet. Beautiful morning. We're only about 4k, 5k from Loxton. I was parked at Katarapko Island. I've said that completely wrong. Beautiful little spot there, and heading to Loxton. Got a mate I'm going to meet tonight, Friday night, and we're going to stay Saturday night too, probably go to the footy at the pub, grand final, and yeah, heading off. Beautiful morning, wind's supposed to come up a little bit later, so I thought I'd get going nice and early so I can get there, and we'll turn the camera around and show you what I'm looking at. So beautiful glassy morning. Got the big TV tower out there which nearly makes me feel at home. That is at the end of the Karoonda Road, Murray Bridge, Loxton Road, Karoonda, Loxton Road, and it's at the T-junction there, and I've been past that hundreds of times, and yeah, it's a bit weird. It's Mum lives at Karoonda, so it's probably only about 45 minutes back to see Mum by car. But yeah, it just seems like, been gone for a couple of months now, seems like I should be further than that away. Got the sun just coming up through the beautiful gum trees over here. Just coming into Loxton on this beautiful day. Nice lawned area up there to moor up at. So here we are, Loxton. I only had a short trip today, probably about just under an hour. I wanted to get up here before the wind came up. It's not going to be too bad, but I think it's getting up to about 20 km/h winds. You just feel it coming in now. And a beautiful spot here at Loxton. So I'm going to go for the walk up the hill. I've got my bag of washing to do. We'll get that over and done with. I'm supposed to be meeting a mate here tonight on the Friday night, and then probably go to the pub tomorrow for the footy, and we'll go for a bit of a tour at some stage around Loxton. But first impressions, bloody beautiful. What's happening, guys? Okay, what is it today? Saturday afternoon. Caught up with a good mate last night, Darren Smedley, came and called in and stayed the night in his truck. Seen he was going past, so yeah, feeling a bit seedy. He gets me into trouble, that guy, all the time. So we had a couple of glasses of scared of the dark medicine in the houseboat, then we snuck up to the pub, had a few beers there that he was forcing upon me, and I think we had a pizza between us. Pizza was okay, 6.2 for the pizza. Pub was great, great atmosphere, met a few people up there, even somebody that knew my brother, so sorry guys, I've forgotten your names, but good to meet you. And Smeds, don't do that to me again. Coming back down this hill behind us from the pub, it's probably about 200 metres up there, 300 metres. I think I rolled down the hill a couple of times, but it was a good night. I think I'm nearly recovered, and I'm going to sneak back up there later on tonight and watch the footy grand final. So beautiful day. I haven't gone for much of a walk yet, but I reckon tomorrow we might go for a bit of a look around and see what we can find. So catch you guys later. How's it going, guys? Now, I didn't do that on purpose, but I've worked out that goes off every day at midday, so it must be bloody midday. Yeah, I think it must come from the historical village, which is back behind me, Loxton Pioneer Village. Let the siren calm down a bit. Scared the shitter out of me the first time I heard it. So yeah, here at beautiful Loxton, and we're going to go for a bit of a walk now. I don't know about the history of Loxton. It's not really, doesn't seem to be much about the paddle boats or anything like that, so I think it's just mainly a fruit and vegetable town. There is a railway line that comes in about 6 k's out, which actually goes from Adelaide through Murray Bridge, Tailem Bend, and then a bit that juts out from Tailem Bend through Karoonda and up that line, and out here to where there's a grain silo. But I'm pretty sure that that railway line shut down about 8 years or so ago. So, but the grain silos are still there, so they must just cart it all by truck. But great little town. Just had a couple of friends come and say hello. Great to catch up with Eric Cook. Was in my class at school at Karoonda Area School. Probably haven't seen him for about 10 years. And the other one was Max Beaumont, who I haven't seen for probably 45 years. He was a year above me at Karoonda School, and it just works. It so happens to be that Max is one of the lock masters at Lock 4, so I'll catch up with him again it's probably going to be 2 or 3 weeks before I go through there. I'm slowing down a little bit. Going to meet some mates next week for long weekend, just upstream about 3k at a little spot called Tearley Sandbar. I'm going to get there early before the long weekend and try and save a spot. And then I don't really want to get to Berry until about the 25th of this month. So it's, what is it today? 27th of September, something like that. So going to take my time. I'm meeting my brother-in-law at Berry. There's a Southern Poker Tour, poker tournament for 3 days at Berry, so I wouldn't mind maybe going in 1 or 2 of the tournaments there. I'm also getting my COVID vaccine. Don't know what one is, Medina or something, here at the chemist tomorrow. So that'll work out nicely. By the time I get to Berry in 3-4 weeks time, I'll be ready for the second shot. And yeah, I'm just getting all of that in case I get across the border. I figure it's going to be easier to get back if I've had the vaccine. Sort of 50-50 on the vaccines, but hey, you've got to do what you've got to do. So we'll get that done. So we're just slowing down a little bit at the moment, but let's go for a bit of a walk and check out Loxton. So as I've probably previously said, great town, great setup down by the river. Got this beautiful lawned area along here where houseboats can moor. I heard it was 24 hours, but I did see a sign down a bit when I went for a walk, 48-hour houseboat moorings, but I'm going to stay a bit longer because I've got to get my injection tomorrow. But that's the Pioneer Village up there. I'll go up and film a little bit of that in a minute. And you got this beautiful area down here. They got a little island with a bridge you can walk across. And then further down where we're going to go for a walk, there's a caravan park and down there, and plenty of room down there for houseboats if you're in a houseboat, which is all free. So that's probably down about 1 kilometre. But we'll go for a walk and check it out. And we got little Gilligan sitting there, a little bit of breeze coming up this morning, or lunchtime today, but still a very nice day, and getting a bit of sun into those solar panels. So this is the Pioneer Village. Can't miss out on a good windmill. I'm not too sure if it's even open. I haven't seen anyone walking in there. Entrance is the other side, but yeah, the last couple of days I haven't seen anyone in there, but looks a pretty good setup. And that's just down from the main street. Main street's just up there to the left. And this great little area here, they've got a little bridge that goes across to that little island. Got tables over there. Beautiful lawned area. And the boat ramp in the distance. Magnificent. And a blue tree. I don't know, I'm colourblind. It's either blue or purple. I'm going to go blue. I'm sure someone will let me know in the comments if I stuff it up. If my memory serves me right, that's an old Libba houseboat, and I think they used 186 Holden motors in the back, which looks like it's sitting there putting along. And this is the Tree of Knowledge, flood levels. There we go. Get a bit closer so you can see. Right up here. 1956, the big one. Hopefully you can see that. Okay guys, that's going to finish this video. Not too sure how long it's going for, but I've got a fair bit on the memory card, so I reckon that'll about do it. So, beautiful Loxton, great town. Funny thing about Loxton, you can't get to the other side. Just about all the major towns I've been to, you got a ferry or a bridge, but not here. You have got a lovely park over there, national park. It's actually, what's it called? I keep getting this wrong. I've tried about 10 times during this video. Katarapko Island over there, and also Katarapko Creek, which we're going to go upstream in the next couple of weeks and maybe do a bit of either a tinny trip or a paddle in the kayak. But that's going to do it from here, and we'll catch you next week, where we'll sneak off from here and we're just going to go a very short trip to a little place called Teely Sandbar, where I'm going to be meeting a few mates for the long weekend. So we will catch you guys then. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and all of that stuff. Catch you guys later.